Hey, this is Ryan of Happy Healthy Vegan. So I want to thank all of you guys for coming through and giving me so many great questions for this episode of Q&A. If you're not already subscribed to our channel, make sure you are, but hit that notification bell to get notifications not only for our new videos, but for posts that we make on this community tab on our homepage. Anyway, I want to get to it now and let you guys know I obviously can't answer every question that you guys give, so I try to pick through about 5 or so that I think I can provide you guys with the best information given my background. You know, I'm not a medical doctor or a nutritionist, just an old dude that's been vegan for about 8 years and has tried many things along the way. So just sharing my personal experience. So let's get to our first question. So Russell Blakely writes, I'm a 13-year-old and I run pretty seriously, about 50 miles a week. Really good, that's some great miles. And I'm worried about getting enough creatine with my vegan diet. Excellent question. There's so much marketing behind taking creatine supplements for athletic performance. So do you really need one as an endurance athlete? Well, first of all, let's take a look at what creatine is. It's not an essential nutrient. Our body produces a steady rate of it every day, but you can also get creatine in your diet from eating animal products. There's a cool article on One Green Planet about vegans and creatine. And this article backs up what I just said there, that vegans will have a little bit less creatine in their bodies because we're not getting that extra dietary creatine as vegans. So will that make a difference for you as an athlete? Depends what you're doing athletically, what your sport is. Creatine is known for helping you with power and strength, not for aerobic athletes, not for endurance athletes. So yeah, if you're into weightlifting, if you're into sprinting, yes, take a creatine supplement, see if that gives you some more gains. But yeah, if you're running 50 miles a week, I assume you're training for distance running, and this very article suggests probably not doing it. And they're not alone. Other sources online say the same thing. Creatine supplements don't really help out for aerobic athletes. So should you take one? Yeah, it depends on your sport. And that made me kind of reflect, which should I do? Because I haven't been taking any creatine supplements since I've been vegan, but since I've been vegan, I've been focusing more on aerobic activities like running and cycling, but I've been playing more basketball lately, more lifting, working on my vert. So this has got me thinking I might look into trying out some creatine in the near future. Sloppy McFloppy writes, have you ever just thought about eating like a steak or eggs while vegan? Sometimes I do, but of course I wouldn't. Well, good for you, Sloppy, for resisting that urge. And cool screen name, by the way. But anyway, this is a great question because I see anti-vegans asserting this all the time, that vegans, they just really want to eat meat, but they're holding back somehow using their willpower. And often I'll see former vegans, once they out themselves as non-vegans anymore, saying that all vegans have this desire to eat animal products but are using willpower to resist. And I just get pissed off when I see that happening, having veganism thrown under the bus. Because if you're truly vegan, if you really honestly, sincerely believe in the principles of veganism, not exploiting animals, you don't see animals as products, then you don't see these animal products as food. It's just not an option for you. And instead of finding animal products like tempting, but you're using your willpower to resist them, I personally, like I could speak for Angie and most other vegans I know, we find them disgusting. It's just repulsive when you walk past a restaurant, you smell all the dead, burning animal flesh. It's disgusting, it's gross, it's not attractive in any sense. Anyway though, if you happen to be someone who's trying to go vegan or plant-based and has urges to eat animal product foods, well, lucky for you, it's 2018. There's many great options for you, plant-based options. Desiring to eat some meat or burgers? Well, there's plant-based options like Beyond Burgers. And if you miss eggs, well, there's new products out there like Just Egg, made by formerly Hampton Creek, which tastes just like eggs. If you're missing anything, ice cream, there's Ben & Jerry's dairy free, there's Naughty. So I'm saying there's absolutely no reason to give in if you happen to have such urges and eat animal products when there's so many fantastic, delicious vegan products now. It may have not been true 10, 15 years ago, but now 2018, there's no reason not to be vegan, 100%. Candace asks, what can we say to people who are doing something like a keto diet and getting good health results? Great question. Yeah, a lot of people try to claim, hey, why go vegan? I'm getting all these great results eating a bunch of meat. Well, there's many ways to respond to that. The first one is, okay, let's say both diets are getting equal health results, whole food, plant-based, and keto, no difference. Well, one diet involves killing billions of animals a year, assuming everyone were to follow that diet, keto, a non non-vegan keto, and one diet involves not killing billions of animals a year. Why? It seems like a no-brainer. If they're both equally healthy, which they're not, why go down a path that involves so much animal suffering and cruelty? And on top of that, the environmental destruction. Plant-based diets are way more environmentally friendly. Ask your keto friends, do they care about the future of our planet? Maybe they don't, but how about for their grandchildren or future generations of people and animals? Secondly, I mean, as far as meat-based keto diets go, the elephant in the room is like high cholesterol and heart disease. I know there's all these cholesterol conspiracy theories, but the fact of the matter is a whole food, plant-based vegan diet is the only diet that actually protects your heart from heart disease. It reverses heart disease. Let's see some photographic or scientific evidence of a ketogenic diet improving heart disease. It just ain't gonna happen. In fact, plant-based diets help prevent, reverse, or treat 14 of the 15 leading causes of death. Let's see a keto diet do that. So Bree Bell asks, how do I convince myself to eat fewer potatoes and bowls of lentils and more veggies? And I assume greens too, because it's so easy to be focused on the high calorie foods, the staple calories of our diets, like, the grains, the potatoes, fruits, stuff like that, stuff that's, not greens, because, the greens are healthy for us, veggies are healthy for us, but you're not going to get a ton of calories from them typically. So what I've been doing, because I'm kind of guilty of this sometimes, I try to make sure I'm eating some greens or cooking some veggies along with these like high carb, high calorie foods. Like say last night, we were in a hurry and I just made us some pasta, which could have just been pasta and pasta sauce, but I put a whole boatload of spinach in that pasta sauce, more than I thought would fit in there, but all kind of shrinks down. So there's one example right there. But just get in the habit of cooking or boiling or steaming some veggies or putting some veggies in your meals too. Try that out. Mel196 asks, thoughts on John Joseph appearing on Rogan? He seemed to be well received, and Joe shut up for a while and let John talk, which was good to see. Yeah, I didn't watch the entire podcast, but I watched a good chunk of John Joseph describing his life and his vegan diet, and I didn't see Joe butt in and throw out some nonsense how vegan diets are bad or plants have feelings or whatever crazy anti-vegan stuff he said in the past. He was actually quite respectful. I mean, John Joseph, he commands an amount of respect. He's been through a lot. He's a great athlete. And so, yeah, Joe didn't say crap about him. And that's not the first time. Joe's been kind of more friendly towards vegans in recent time. Like that recent video I did about comedian Felipe Esparza going on a show, revealing that he solved all his intestinal, digestive issues, his constipation, going vegan, and Joe didn't give any crap about that. So who knows? Maybe Joe's finally starting to hear positive messages about vegan diets from people he trusts, as opposed to people like myself, I guess, who he doesn't trust. So a lot of people in the comments here have been mentioning Joe seems to be coming around a little bit, just kind of inch by inch. So we'll just keep watching and hope for the best with Joe. Maybe he will actually try going vegan sometime. So Vivian asks, will you and Angie have another meetup? Well, we have been doing meetups over the past few years, not those down-home ones that we used to do on our own in parks and stuff like that. We've been doing them at like Veg Fest and other vegan festivals. But Angie and I are considering doing another one. We're working with our friend Satara and doing an old school style fruit luck kind of meetup in Santa Monica sometime in September. So stay tuned for that. We might not make a video here announcing it, but again, more reason to hit that subscription bell, that notification bell. So we'll definitely make posts about that there in our community tab. So yeah, go follow us there. And actually we'll make posts on our Instagram, Happy Healthy Vegan on Instagram as well. So yeah, if you follow those two sources of info, you'll hear pretty much any event we'll be doing. So anyway, I want to thank you guys again for all your submissions for this Q&A. Again, I apologize for not being able to get to all of them, but I want to make sure that these videos stay kind of short so this information can be easily found by you now and into the future, rather than being buried in a 2.5 hour live stream, because that's where you guys usually ask me our questions. So anyway, thanks again, hit like, and until next time guys, as we always do here, let's keep it carb, baby, keep it carved. Before we go, I want to give some big shout outs to our latest supporters on Patreon. Big thanks to Sonia, Robin, Catherine, Jesse, Samuel, Lucas, Asher, Zachary, Lloyd, and Lori. Thanks so much for your support there, guys. It really does help us to be able to bring the show to you on a very regular and consistent basis. And we give you guys lots of cool rewards there. So if you want to check out our Patreon, follow the link down below in the show notes. And thanks so much, guys. Much gratitude.